Something new is alive in you and in someone else. And the energy of this feels like new flame energy, okay? Something's been ignited in this connection. This feels like a love connection, and it feels like a significant love connection with the Two of Cups. There is this feeling that you and another soul are mirroring each other, and you're mirroring each other very heavily, both in your light aspects and your shadow aspects. There is a feeling of the divine masculine and the divine feminine energies that are awakening within you, that are healing within you, that are being discovered at this time. There is this feeling that you and this other person, whoever they are, you are very similar to each other. You may have similar backgrounds or similar experiences in life, like things that have significantly affected you in your lives to where you've had to learn and grow from these experiences. There's also this feeling of knowing each other on a soul level. So you may have felt connected to this soul for a long time. You may have awakened to this counterpart energy, and you can resonate with counterpart, you can resonate with soulmate, you can resonate with twin flame, higher level soulmate. You don't have to resonate with anything. It can just literally be a feeling that you have, but something about this feels like home to you. It feels like home to you in a way that is indescribable, in a way that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make logical sense, and you actually may have spent a lot of time kind of going back and forth with yourself on if this is even real, if this is even possible. You might be someone who has seen a lot of messages like this one, okay? And so it's really easy to be skeptical about it, and it's really easy to feel like the Queen of Swords, where it's like, no, I need to be logical. I need to use my head. I need to look at the facts. I need to keep the facts straight. And that's fair. That's valid, especially if you are someone who has already experienced connections where you have been hurt before. You've experienced connections that have been very triggering to you. You might have been someone that has been in connections that were karmic in nature, so something about that connection was deeply kind of excavating a lot of your wounds, a lot of your pain, a lot of your shadow, okay? There may have been this element of mirroring in those karmic connections where you were noticing things about that person and about the relationship that really, really bothered you, really hurt you, that triggered something in you. Like, it would literally feel like anytime something would happen that it would like it would just be kind of a bigger reaction. You might be someone, or you might have been someone that really struggled with being very emotionally reactive, and this may have been during a time when you were very wounded. So you potentially went through experiences from your childhood that had you feeling very traumatized, very triggered, very wounded. This could be, wounded feminine energy, wounded masculine energy, okay? So these are some of the things that I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of controlling behavior. I'm thinking of deception, I'm thinking of being very hypervigilant in connections, being very anxiously attached, being avoidant, okay? You might have been someone that you operated in fight or flight mode, like you operated not from a place of unconditional love, but a place of fear, okay? Because at the back of the deck, we have the Devil, and it feels like this connection, this soul level connection, has brought up a lot in you. You might have, for this duration of time that you have been tapped into this, that you've been feeling this, you've been thinking about it, you've had dreams about it, you might have had like visions, like you literally might have had visions about this connection or this person, or just have kind of felt into the energy. It's almost like you can literally feel the energy of this person's presence, of almost like you're remembering them. Like literally it feels like a memory, okay? And it feels like this has been very much bringing up elements of the past. Golf carts could be significant. Elements of the past, like something about this is it's having you feeling like, and you have the Lovers behind it, which is interesting. It's having you feeling like you have to sort of reconcile with your shadow. You have to reconcile with the parts of you that are afraid to choose love over fear, to choose love over referring back to your past, because this connection doesn't feel like the past. This connection feels like desire. It feels like sensuality. It feels like depth. It feels like love in a very true, very raw form. And something about that is scary. It scares you. Something about that makes you feel like you need to be very discerning about the way that you think about this, the way that you look at this. This could also be you feeling like you have to detach or like step back from this to just feel a little bit more clear-eyed, clear mind, okay? This also feels like something that is ultimately transforming you from the inside out. This has activated a very important awakening process within yourself. I think you have awoken to new aspects of yourself. I think this feels like you are activating attraction, you're activating self-confidence, you're activating your sense of belonging to yourself. It feels like this is a love story for the ages, but it might feel scary to want that at a time like this. It might feel scary to believe that that even exists for you, because maybe you've never seen that and you've never felt that before, not to what this feels like. And the reason I feel so deeply that you might be awakening to the fact that what's necessary for this, okay, for you and this person to come together, for divine union, is transformation, is shedding the old skin, is working through the pain, the trauma, the residue from the past, from that devil energy, whether it's external or it's internal. Because what it feels like is this connection sits on this beautiful throne, but both souls, right? Both people, humans, have to be willing to get up on the throne. It can't just be one person or the other person. It has to be mutual. It has to be equal. This partnership can only work well when you are equal to each other, when you are both showing up and willing to learn and understand each other. This also feels like you're in this phase of being a student and like building yourself up, learning who you are, what you really want out of life, the direction that you're going in. And it feels like this direction is very powerful and it's activating life force energy. This connection feels like life. It feels like it gives life. It feels like it asks you to live your life, to embrace your life, with or without this person. Because the thing with the lovers is all about choice. You know, there is counterpart energy, there is romance, there is beauty here. There's also a bigger feeling in this partnership that you and this person are meant to overcome things together. You're meant to do things that are going to change people around you, that will literally shift and heal your environment, shift and heal the people who know you. But it feels like you and this person have to undergo a significant transformation. 707 right now. Sevens could be significant. Also, the month of July could be significant. But this feels like something that is meant to teach you, and it's meant to open you up to new aspects of yourself. But the question is not, do I want to be with this person? Can we be together? The question is, can I come home to myself? Can I make sense of this for myself? And am I able to open myself up to receive this transformation, to walk into this new chapter, into this new space with this energy, and very likely with this person?